Being a parent can be really challenging. Child and Family Resource Network focuses on connecting pregnant parents and those with kids under the age of 5 with free support services to help them on their parenting journey. Everyone deserves someone they can turn to for help with parenting. Visit childandfamilyresourcenetwork.org today.
This show is part of the Head Stuff Podcast Network.
Hi, I'm Niamh Kavanagh.
And I'm Gerard Farrelly.
And you're listening to Agony Rants. Hi, it's Niamh here. Listen, don't panic. Agony Rants is still on its break, but we have it covered. Gearóid is living his best life over on the Edinburgh Fringe, as we know if you only follow him on the old Insta. He better be bringing me something back nice too, seeing as I'm doing all the work. Anyway, this is another episode of some of our very favourite bits. There's a new problem at the end, so don't worry, we recorded it last week because we thought if people wanted our advice, it wouldn't be fair to leave them waiting while we were on a break. In this episode, you will hear our thoughts on Lycra, potpourri, Gearóid opening the wrong door in a theatre, but mostly it's about me learning about Snickers. And I'm not talking about chocolate here, ladies. Okay, so Jennifer, I once got a white lycra flared jumpsuit as a gift from an ex.
Was your ex in the Nolans?
Or an Elvis impersonator, possibly.
Something have a clear out.
There's so many questions to ask here. Jennifer,
why is your ex buying you a present?
Yeah, no, but was the ex an ex at the time? Maybe they weren't.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Or
okay.
was that a big sign of go jump out of a plane without a parachute? I don't know what that is because
and
that
how
seems...
close to the present being received? Where did they become an ex?
Yeah, well,
mere minutes.
In your case, Gearóid, probably as you open it. Okay, that's it.
Yeah, this better not be a jumpsuit. Not again.
And no receipt's going to fix this. Jennifer, I don't know what to say to that. I think you did the right thing with an ex.
How is something flared and lycra?
Well, come on, you've done shows. Not like swingy lycra around your ankles. You can flare anything.
Look at that. Spoken like a true Eurovision winner.
I know.
The showbiz is in her blood. You can flare anything.
Gosh, okay.
Lenny says, my mother-in-law gave me a half-used body lotion once as a gift. She clearly has issues.
A half-used body lotion?
I don't think she made a mistake.
No.
That's a classic mother-in-law move.
That's like, I'm hating on you.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Half-used body lotion?
That sounds like a test.
That is a test.
Because if you were to pull her up on it, you'd be the worst in the world.
Yeah, so that you are consigned, Lenny, if you've accepted that, basically you are consigned to getting half-used stuff for the rest of your life. I would check the best before dates on the food.
One of my sisters got a wedding present that had, like, I think it was dust or potpourri or something in it.
Oh, potpourri.
Clearly used.
Potpourri.
No patience for potpourri.
No, it's all over for someone when potpourri gets involved. That's all I'm going to say. I can't. I have a rash.
Not a fan of potpourri.
No, the rash is up on me already thinking about that. I don't judge other people if they like potpourri. That's fair enough. That's down to you. I get that,
She does. She's trying to be nice here, but she absolutely despises people that use potpourri.
I don't.
She does. If she walks into a house and sees potpourri, she'll actually tip the bowl. She'll tip the bowl. I've seen her do it. So I did a bit of a shout out on social media just to get people's work stories, embarrassing work stories. Like, I mean, I've so many. But the one that burns me most is nobody knows about.
Okay.
Because it happened, I was on my own, and it happened in a Northern Ireland theatre.
Is this something that I can tell my grandmother?
It is. It's a very wholesome story.
Okay, go on then. I'm back in the room.
And it happened in a theatre in Northern Ireland. I can't remember which one. I think it was one in Enniskillen, maybe.
Okay, maybe when you tell the story, I'll be able to tell you.
You probably will. I was doing support for Neil Delamere.
Okay, and you've done a lot of them.
Yes, and usually what happens is, like, when we go on tour, we have a very the routine. It's pretty much a routine. Mm-hmm. Like, I would get changed into my gear, do the show, and then we'd have the intermission, and then I would go on for 2 minutes to bring him on, and then I would have maybe 20 minutes of just gathering my gear up, like in an empty backstage, Like backstage is completely empty because it's just me and him.
Mm-hmm.
And what I used to do was sometimes I would brush my teeth, because I used to have this thing that if I have my teeth brushed before I drive home, I won't be eating rubbish. I won't stop at a garage. Like if I stop at a garage, I won't get a Mars bar or something.
Oh.
And also, I kind of feel like I'm ready for bed. Like I can just go home, flop into bed.
You and I are such different people, right? 'Cause, to be honest with you, no amount of teeth brushing will stop me eating like a chocolate bar. But the other thing I'm going to say to you is, I can't go on stage without brushing my teeth.
Right. Well, no, I brush before I leave the house.
Yeah, no. See, the last thing before I go on stage, right? When I'm going to go on stage, I'll brush my teeth and then I'll go to the side of the stage. The other side of that, of course, is I don't eat very much before I gig. Do you?
I can't be hungry.
No, nobody can be
so
hungry.
what I usually do is if I don't eat the dinner, like I wouldn't have a dinner.
No.
But I would have a baraka.
A what?
A
That's
baraka
not food.
No, but it kind of like pushes all the vitamin buttons, so you kind of don't feel hungry.
Jesus Christ. A baraka. I never knew that about you.
Yeah, I always have a baraka before I go on, because it just kind of makes me go, bing, gig.
Oh,
up you go.
Okay, bing.
Bing.
So,
yeah, ping.
That's it. That's your sponsorship sorted.
But so what happened was I was brushing my teeth and it was a boiling hot. It was during summer. Or no, yeah, it was during summer. I brushed my teeth and I took my shirt off and took my jeans off and I hung them on the hanger, and I was still in my boxer shorts and I was wandering around backstage.
Thinking you were the only
thinking I was the only person there.
I'm going to tell you.
Opened the door while brushing my teeth, and I was on my phone as well. So it was just like brushing, on phone, wandering, looking around. Opened the door and was suddenly on stage in a play that was going on in the studio. I didn't even know.
You mean the smaller studio at
There
the
was
back?
like I didn't even know there was a studio there.
Oh my God. Please tell me it was like The Field or something.
It was like I think it was like a one-man show thing.
Oh my God.
Anyway, I know there was like a mattress on the ground and like a man and a horrified front row. Because but he was actually dressed in like some sort of tunic. Like I don't know, maybe it was Shakespeare. I just closed the door and I have no idea how he explained my iPhone. Next up, hi Niamh. This is one for you. Oh yeah, don't mind me. No, I'm grand. I'm here. It's fine. Hi Niamh. I'm a big fan. I met you in Oslo in 2010.
I remember.
You are my favourite Eurovision singer and I really like your podcast.
Okay, you're in.
I mean, he's referenced it 3 times, not even mentioned me. Like, no, nothing. No, you're fine, George. Fine.
Come on.
I once lived with a woman. Every line's a shocker in this. I once lived with a woman.
You have to see his face. It's very warm in here.
I once lived with a woman who had an aviary. I can't even be bothered reading the rest of this.
I'm sorry, George. He is very unprofessional, but we can't stop laughing. I'm laughing at Groat's reaction here. He's highly incensed that you didn't mention him in this.
I once lived with a woman who had an aviary. She had over 40 birds and they made a lot of noise. Though when I moved out, I did miss the sound of birdsong and I ended up getting a budgie called Tulip. You know what?
George, I just can't.
I just can't be bothered doing this anymore.
I'm sorry, George.
Okay, we move on to Tig. I just bought a place and I can't get a carpenter. So I've decided to enroll in a part-time course in carpentry starting in September. What could go wrong? I might have a DIY disaster for you soon. Tig, this is what's wrong with the human race.
By November,
at the moment.
By November, he will be making like cabinetry.
I would say you need to enroll in a first aid course first, because judging by what we've learned, I do think though that this is what's wrong at the moment with the human race, because everybody thinks that they're an expert.
No, but listen, I think I'm all for Tig. He's doing his best.
€600 is what it cost me, Ty.
I know, but
that's
you
what those
see,
dreams cost.
it will not cost Tig €600. He'll be doing his course, and by the end of the first year, he'll have a very good spice rack. No, listen, he's at least trying to learn. It could be worse.
Well done.
It could be worse. He'll be doing it in a controlled environment, surely.
The thing about it is, Ty, if you're doing the course, they must be where you get the where they tell you to wear the Snickers.
Oh, the Snickers. Now, listen, right. This is a conversation we have to have again, right? Because we talked about Snickers before, and I kept thinking, why is he talking about a chocolate bar? I don't understand.
No.
But it turned out that they're actually trousers, aren't they?
That's the most old lady thing you've ever said.
Is it though? I've said quite a lot of old lady things.
Snickers, they're kind of like combats, and workmen wear them.
Oh, I've seen
And it just
them.
makes the average man look a lot more attractive.
Yeah, that's debatable. You know,
They do.
Okay.
I think that they're designed to be like loads of pockets. So if you have loads of tools that you need close to hand, they're there. But
Okay.
also they do make the average bloke
better than your average
look
bear.
better than your average bear. Exactly.
But here's the thing. After you told me about that, right, I went and looked it up online, right? And I said, I'll have to see what this Snickers is. And I'm always a bit nervous about looking up things that you tell me to look up because sometimes it doesn't quite go the way I think it's going to go. And so I looked up the Snickers, and obviously it came up the bar, and then it had the picture of these trousers, which I recognise from various tradesmen who may or may not have appeared at my house. But anyway, so the next thing, of course, Amazon is suggesting I buy them. Anyway, so yeah, Amazon are absolutely inundating me with pictures of workmen, and that is my excuse, and I am sticking to it.
Lucky you, Niamh. You're welcome.
I know. Listen, Ty, you could send us in a lovely photograph of you in your new Snickers, because you're definitely going to have a pair. If you're going to go and
It's
learn the
outrageous.
DIY
This is
camper.
outrageous. I'd like to distance myself from that remark. Attention Agony Rants listeners, I am going to be going on tour later on in the year and early next year with my show Glamour Hammered, and I will be going all around Ireland and the UK. The dates on sale at the moment are Portlaoise, Dundalk, Limerick, which is sold out, Galway, Belfast, Clonakilty, Waterford, Wexford, Sligo, Cork. I'll be at the Everyman in January. My Liberty Hall shows are sold out, but we've just put on at Vicar Street, which is very much not sold out. So
Not just yet.
So come along, we'd love to see you there.
How do I get tickets, Karen?
You can get tickets, Niamh, by asking me.
I know.
But all of those other people, they can buy them on GarotFarley.com. Do you know what my New Year's resolution is?
What is it?
This is years in the making, Niamh.
Years.
Years. It's absolutely years.
Okay.
And I only realised it the other day.
Wow.
I was like, you just need to do this, Garrod, because it's a problem. And it'll solve loads of little problems.
Okay.
I want to learn to sew.
Do you? You want to?
Yeah.
Really? In
I
what
do.
way? In what way?
For loads of reasons. Like, because even for shows, right? Like, I always have a second shirt.
Oh,
Because
I thought you were going to design stuff. You're talking about sewing a button on.
spring collection.
Are you talking about sewing a button on?
Do you have no self-respect? Buy this line of dress. No, I want to be able to sew on a button, and I can't sew on a button. I can't do any of this stuff. And
Oh
I
my
decided I wanted
God,
to learn.
that is a fantastic thing to
And
learn.
when I bought my apartment, I decided that I would. No, Niamh, I swear to God, if you don't take this seriously, I'm having a life revelation.
No, Grode, I am currently trying to think of all the sewing kits I have at home that I've taken out of hotels, right? I'm going to bring them to you. You'll have enough, anything you need.
I got to make a kit.
You make
I've
a kit?
decided. I'm looking up. I'm trying to find a course. Right.
Will you have a thimble?
Because I'll be able to thread a needle. Because when I moved into my apartment, I thought that's the first thing I need to learn. Because I'm going to be living on my own. I need to learn to sew. And my neighbour moved in, and she was amazing. She used to make hats. And she did anything, and I just knocked on the door, and she would just put a button. She was brilliant.
But see, I know people who can do the advanced stuff, and so
Yeah,
I
yeah.
get them, or else I go and pay someone to do it. Because to be fair, that, like carpentry, like anything, if you want a really good job done, you should really go to the people who know how to do it. But I think it's very admirable that you want to take a course in it, and I'll be happy to teach you how to sew a button on for less than they're going to charge you on a course.
And when you do the Eurovision in 2024, I'm going to make your dress.
Are you starting that
This
rumour now?
is where this was leading up
Is
to.
it- you want me
Niamh
to
Kavanagh,
do...
she's going back. She's going back to the Eurovision in 2024,
way.
and I'm going to make the dress.
No.
Really excited about it.
Ah.
It's a challenge, but I think I can do it.
Do I have to be in a dress?
If anyone has some used curtains, you can send them my way. I'm just doing a pattern.
Okay. Lisa, we used to go carol singing, and me and my sisters love a bit of singing. Right. So, but we can't do it anymore, as we knocked on the door when we were a bit worse for wear and started to get into a fight about the harmonies, and the neighbour threatened to call the guards.
What a legend.
Lisa, right up there with Jonathan. Right up
I
there.
know. Do you know what? This idea of coming home from the pub and going, we're going to knock in and go carol, and I like that mentality is absolutely incredible.
Oh, it's like...
It's biblical.
It's a community service.
It's like when Mary Magdalene and Mary Christ were coming home and they rolled back the stone. For like, that's the one thing in the Bible that was never explained.
What?
Why did they roll back the stone?
They roll back the stone because
Because they were out and they were like, oh, he's dead. Let's go have another look at him. So they roll back the stone?
Lisa, that's fantastic. It seems a shame that you're not able to do it. Maybe if you
I
have
need
the
to know
fight
what
before
song.
you leave.
I think Lisa needs
It's
to tell
probably
us
a
the
holy
song.
night.
Of course it was.
No, if
course
you're
it
going
was.
caroling, you're definitely singing Rudolph and everything.
And Ding Dong Merrily on High.
And so I'm dreaming of
Oh, yeah.
a while.
Do you remember that used to happen sometimes where you the doorbell would go and you'd open the door and it'd be just one kid in a tracksuit
Yeah.
glaring at you, and then he starts to sing I'm dreaming.
Away,
You're like,
away in a manger. Go home.
my dad used to say, I'll let the dog out. Like, wow, Christmas spirit.
So I
Well done.
All right, right there is where I realised where you got it from. Just
Didn't lick it off the stones.
okay.
Okay, so we have a problem.
Yeah, this is like a whole essay of a problem.
It is a whole essay of
This
a
is
problem.
like-
There's a lot of setup here.
Yeah.
A lot of setup. Hi, you two. I have a problem. And boy, is it a weird one. In fact, maybe it's a bit too weird, but I'll send it and see what you think.
Oh, we love weird, so we're grand.
No filter there.
Settling in.
I am a woman in her late 30s and I have a friend since school. I think friend is a bit strong, but we've known each other from school and I used to meet her about once a year. During the pandemic, she was part of our friend group through school and college, and the other three in our group left Ireland.
Oh, because of this woman? Or
I don't know.
Yeah, well, it's
During the pandemic, she left. She was part. Okay. Oh, okay. So maybe I kept in touch with her even though I never really saw her as a friend. Okay. So maybe she was part of the friend group.
and they were already left.
They were left, so she kind of took her in.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe so.
I never really saw her as a friend.
Maybe they were the only two in the friend group. You know the way you get those WhatsApp groups.
Yeah, I think there was a group, and then all of a sudden, people left, and then they were just like, "Oh, I guess it's just me and you,"
Yeah,
even though they
okay.
had no interest in each
Wow.
other.
Wow.
Well, I admire you.
Maybe if we read the rest of it, we might find
Yeah,
it.
we've another 40 pages. During the pandemic, I felt for her a little bit as she lives on her own, and so I made an effort to text her more regularly. Since then, we have been in more regular contact, and I'm finding it stressful. She is someone who is very argumentative and opinionated. It is what kept us from being proper friends at school. She is always chipping in and offering sledgehammer opinions on my life when all I really want to do is have a coffee and check in with her. To make matters worse, since the pandemic, she seems to have had some very strange views about things. When we were in school, she was always big into the environment and being eco-friendly. She was also heavily involved in the Students' Union, and she joined the LGBTQ society even though she is straight. In short, she was an activist and a good egg. However, she seems to have rolled back on a lot of this. During the pandemic, she watched a lot of conspiracy theory documentaries and loved telling me about them. Oh my God. I loved hearing about them, but only out of interest. Now it seems she is actually buying all of this. At our last coffee, she gave out to me for talking about climate change. Apparently, she doesn't believe in it. She has also come out with loads of anti-trans stuff and said that she doesn't believe the Holocaust happened.
Okay.
I feel a bit panicked about this because it feels like she is falling into a big hole here. I feel like she was saying a lot of this to shock me, but I didn't want to show it. I've spoken to our other friends about this and they aren't interested. They had given up on her a long time ago. I'm not sure what to do about this. If I'm honest, I find her very difficult to be around. I feel like I don't know where to start or what conspiracy theory I should try and unpick first. She also seems to have met people online who seem to be very into the same way of thinking, and I don't want to get involved. Does this make me a bad friend? Would love to know what you think. Maybe I should set up a coffee date with her, with Garrod. I'm sure you'd put her straight. And that's from Mary, not my real name.
Okay. Mary. So much going on here.
This.
So much. And you know what? Friendship is a funny thing. We've had this conversation many times. And I truly believe in this case, you should apply the Marie Kondo effort. And that is, if she doesn't spark joy, what the Jesus are you doing?
Absolutely.
No, look, you know, I get, this is like the broken bird syndrome. I was that girl when I was young. If I had wonderful friends, but if there was one who was an awkward old fecker who was difficult and was in bad shape, I was nearly always putting all my energy into this person who didn't like me in the first place, probably. And
Yeah.
you know, I put all my effort into making that person like me. And actually, I had plenty of people who did like me, and I don't know what the hell I was doing. So you have to think about where you put your energy on any given day. And the truth is, she is not your responsibility.
No.
That's the big thing, isn't it? Isn't it a big thing?
It is. Like, I can see what's happened here. You've kind of been railroaded into a friendship.
Yeah.
And she is, like, she's got this good friend that lands in her lap, really.
Oh yeah, but she's got all these online friends, so you know, she won't be on her own. Like,
Absolutely not. Like, the interesting thing about this is, right, at no point in this letter do you say that she's unhappy,
no,
that she is lonely,
no.
that she's, I mean, you say, okay, she lives on her own, but like, it doesn't appear
That she's stressed by
that there's any problem in this woman's life beyond the very obvious. But, but like, it's everything else you're kind of assuming for her.
Well, you're trying to save her from something that she doesn't particularly want to be saved from. That's the truth.
Exactly. And you know what? The worst thing you can do, I think, with people like this is start to try and unpick it.
Oh no, forget it.
You just won't. You just won't. I have to say, I've been not in this situation, but a similar situation where you kind of just have to go, let the baby have their bottle here.
Yeah.
Do you know what I will say? Right, and this is this could be controversial.
Oh.
What I will say is,
controversial?
if you genuinely like this girl,
Yeah.
your friendship can survive
Oh, without a doubt.
with you having completely different views.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it actually can, because I do have a friend who would be a bit like this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, subscribe to a lot of, it's not uni. It's not Neve.
Definitely not me.
It's another Eurovision winner. No, it's not.
I'm actually more hurt that there'll be another Eurovision winner in your life.
No, but
Sonny's not a winner.
you heard it here first.
Sorry, Mary. Sorry, Mary.
Blistering attack.
This is about your problem, Mary.
But it is possible. I have a friend with very different views on a lot of things.
Yeah.
And we both respect where each other's coming from.
Yeah. I have friends.
And I love her very much. Like, and we're very good friends. And we're, and I know she would have very different opinions about some of this stuff. And I just kind of think I was friends with her a long time before this stuff. So I just kind of let it slide. I don't feel it's my responsibility
to fix it.
Yeah, but equally, she probably feels the same for me. She was like, she probably thinks, oh, I have all this information and Garrod is completely wrong, and he won't listen. And so we just have coffee and talk about things that don't.
I still remember, you know, I don't know if you know these people, but you know, occasionally you have somebody who's a hypochondriac, right?
Yeah.
So they talk about their ailments all the time. So I used to have to wait her out. I used to
Oh yeah. Okay.
I used to, you know, and I always say, how are you? When I see people, and then all the way in, I'd be going, don't ask her, how are you? Don't say, how are you? Don't say that. And it's the first thing that comes out of your mouth because it's so natural for me to say it.
Yeah.
And then I would just have to endure the next 20 minutes of constipation and whatever else.
I know.
So, and then, but that was okay. Once you got past that, she was fantastic.
Yeah.
But, you know, I just didn't engage in it.
Yeah.
You know,
And I think that's the only way to play it, because
yeah.
but I think you're right, because I think, like, I've read a bit about this, and one of the things they say is that a lot of people who subscribe to a lot of this stuff is they're quite intelligent.
Oh, yeah.
And they're used to being the most intelligent person in the room, and they're used to having more of the information than anyone else in the room.
Yeah.
So you're not going to be argued out of it.
Oh, no.
I mean, you can say, I mean, don't they there's all those questions you can say, and why do you think that people would say that this happened, and all this. You can do that if you want to, but honestly, she's an adult.
But I get the feeling this letter is really looking for permission to not be friends with this person. I don't think you really like this person.
Yeah, and if you don't like her,
I mean, honestly, Mary, and I understand that, but that does not make you a bad person.
and also, if you're doing the heavy lifting like this in a friendship, right? I guarantee you cancel 1 or 2 coffees on her,
She'll be over it.
she'll be over it. This is a woman, she's probably very self-sufficient.
Yeah.
Like a lot of you, I guess, and I don't like inserting yourself into you were caring for her, but like you did kind of go, okay, I'm going to look after her because who else will? And maybe she doesn't need looking after at all.
Well, maybe she doesn't feel the need to be looked after,
You're just a good person, Mary.
Listen, Mary, you could be busy when she suggests meeting up.
Yeah.
But it sounds like you're the one doing it. So if that's the case, just don't do it for a while.
I mean, it is hard though when you think, if you are somebody that is very empathetic, like you obviously are, and then you see somebody going down what you see as the wrong path.
Oh no, listen.
That's hard.
Yeah, but she's feeling exactly the same.
But the other side of it is maybe she's happy.
Yeah.
That's the thing that
This isn't somebody sitting drinking themselves to death, or
no,
this is somebody who they're going down this kind of line of inquiry. It's not one that is necessarily popularly believed, but they're not going to be in whatever state they are. I honestly think, Mary, that you should not be concerned about this. Just pull back from the relationship and see how you feel. If you still feel you need to check in, absolutely check in. But do it in a way like, how are you getting on?
Yeah, and
right?
also don't have your boundaries pushed, around. I mean,
no,
around any of that stuff. Like, I mean, that's easier said than done. But like, she is, as you said, she's met people online.
Yeah.
Like,
listen, I seriously,
it's not what you want for anyone.
I know, Sharon, and I know I know exactly how you're feeling, because I've been that soldier, and I'm telling you now, this energy that you're putting into this, she's not going to miss it. And that's really sad to say that.
Yeah.
But maybe if she does, maybe she'll come to you in a different demeanour. But seriously, do not stress yourself about this. You don't have to be nasty. You don't have to go in and say, I'm not being friends with you anymore, and none of that rubbish. You just have to pull back. Maybe don't contact her if you're the one initiating it all the time. So don't contact it.
And I do feel like that what she's doing here is she's seen how far she can push you.
It could be that.
Like there's a bit of this going on. And the thing about it is, right, all of this conspiracy theory stuff, I guess in the past few years, it's taken on a different turn. I mean, years ago, I used to love watching conspiracy theories.
Did you?
Yeah, I used to love watching those documentaries. But
did you believe them?
No.
You just love...
Like,
well, I love a documentary anyway.
It's just a different take on something. You're like... but now I guess it's part of something that's a little bit deeper.
Well, it depends on how it's been put across. If somebody's putting across another opinion, what do you think about this? Do you think you could explain this? It's not a problem in itself. It only becomes a problem if you are being, trying to indoctrinate people into it and all that sort of stuff. That's a different thing.
It's just, you know what?
Where's the fun in it? Like,
the other thing about this is, right, and I think this is a boundary for you, is if she is pushing your boundaries and going, oh, look how deep I am in with these people, and and it's done to to maybe to panic you or to show off to you a little bit.
Oh, that's interesting. You mean like to trigger something?
Yeah, just to it's almost like she's getting attention for it.
Yeah, probably.
What I would say is make it clear you're not going to save her.
No. Well,
you're not, like, if she needs your help in the future, grand, but you're not gonna be her like life raft. That she can just hold on to you and go as far into all of this stuff as she wants.
Yeah, no.
If she wants to do it, she's an adult, off she goes. But it shouldn't affect you, and it shouldn't affect you the way it's affecting you.
I just feel that you don't particularly like this woman. Never have.
Yeah.
And so if that's the case, if you feel responsible to check in on her, fair enough. But she did.
What a joy.
You know what?
Someone that's bothering you realise you don't like them.
Yeah.
You're welcome, Mary.
Sorry, am I?
No, but you're absolutely right.
Listen,
You don't like this woman.
You know, it's different. You know, I don't know. I just think it's not that you're discarding someone, but it sounds like there's
But she's
no
a
real
pain in
friendship.
the arse.
There's no real friendship there. It's
No.
not. It's just history. And believe me, if I stayed with everybody I had history with, my life would be tragic. You know,
This is an inheritance. That's what this is.
it is. Oh,
You've inherited somebody's pet goat. Well, guess what?
the big
Time
farm
to
in the sky.
send it to the butcher.
I put it nicely.
Like if we've gone wrong on this, by all means get in touch. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe there is some connection there that you're not seeing, and maybe you need more support. And I would
more-
like to stress, we're not the people to
No.
give it to.
And we are nowhere qualified for this,
Absolutely
except
not.
this is how we would deal with it. But the thing I would say to you is, we have also been this soldier. I would definitely say I have been this person.
I've definitely been pushed like that before.
and occasionally I do feel responsibility towards people, but less so as I've got older. I'm going to tell you that now.
Yeah.
Less so when I get an older Mary. I called her the wrong name.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So as I've got older, I've really got over that, because it does nobody any good service.
No.
You know, and actually, it also, that's not friendship you're giving her. You're making her a responsibility. So that's not even, she's not your friend now. She's your
Absolutely
responsibility.
not.
So it's not even nice for her.
Yeah, and
You know.
the other thing I will say is, I said it before, I'll say it again. If it turns out that we're wrong and you do actually like this woman,
Well, then just put boundaries in.
it is actually possible to have a
Oh, no, it is.
fairly decent friendship with her and just
I have
avoid
plenty of friends like that. Yeah.
We all have things we don't talk about with our friends.
Yeah, you know, we avoid it. And actually then what you do is you say to her, I'm not really interested in that. Or, you know, I enjoy listening to you talk about it, but I can't agree with you. So if we're going to fall out with it, we move on from it.
I'd rather live a life being wrong than have to deal with your conversation on it.
Garode, we are going to have to publish a book with all of your nuggets of wisdom, nuggets of loveliness.
Thank you, Niamh.
I know. And listen, let us know how you get on, Mary. We really,
we want follow-ups.
We do. We love follow-ups to our problems, don't we?
Yeah, especially if
stories.
it's going to be something like this. I mean, if your woman's, you know.
Yeah, we want to know. Wow. We'll be back next week, and we're looking forward to catching up with you. Let's be honest, I am desperate for all the gossip from the Edinburgh Fringe. I've no doubt Garode will have all the down low. Well, at the very least, you better have a little something nice for me, because I have done so much work to keep it all going. Anyway, let us know what you've been up to, and email us at agonyrants@gmail.com if you want, and please get in touch. We'd love to hear from you. Submit a problem or tell us just a funny story. Until then, take care of yourselves.
This show is part of the Head Stuff Podcast Network, a hub for the creative and the curious. Shows are produced in association with Head Stuff and the Podcast Studios Dublin. Find out more or become a member at headstuffpodcasts.com.
Being a parent can be really challenging. It's normal to feel uncertain about whether you're doing the right things to raise healthy and happy children. That's why Child and Family Resource Network focuses on connecting pregnant parents and those with kids under the age of 5 with free support services to help them build confidence in their parenting journey. Everyone deserves to have someone they can turn to for support with parenting. Visit childandfamilyresourcenetwork.org today.
At Baker's, we work with local farms right in our own backyard to bring you food that's fresher than fresh. From homegrown watermelon that makes your mouth water to crisp corn picked right around the corner. Come pick out some yourself, because shopping for local produce should be as easy as shopping at your local Baker's. Baker's, fresh for everyone.
Choose from a great selection of digital coupons and use them up to 5 times in one transaction. Check our app for details. Baker's, fresh for everyone.